Welcome to the presentation of Smart Building Manager from Microsense. I'm sure you have heard from the market that the market is requiring smart IP solutions, smart sensors, smart directors, PoE, smart integration into buildings. And today we have the presentation of the management system for buildings. So we really look forward to present this for you, because this is really what the market is requiring to look into sustainable buildings in the future. If you have any questions during the session, please put them into the chat function, and then we will take it by the end of the webinar. I'm very pleased to introduce the Smart Building Manager from Microsense, Artur Vujan. He will present this live session from a hotel in Poland. And Artur, please take over the presentation and take us to the not just the hotel live, but also the introduction to the solution you have made in this case. So Artur, welcome and take it from here.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Artur Vujan. I'm from Microsense, and I'm responsible for smart building solutions in our company, mainly for the projects. So I would like to show you in a few minutes what we did in one of the hotels in Poland. This is our reference project, so it's also really customized for this dedicated customers. So I would like to show you what kind of functions are implemented there. So maybe let me introduce you what is our Smart Building Manager. It's our solution for the next generation of building management systems, so for the SCADA systems in different words. And we are combining automation, we are combining also network data, which is coming from different sensors and actuators, and also we have the full implementation of the building structure. So the maintenance engineers or technical directors can really use this tool to maintain from one place the completely technology in the hotel. So what is the scale of our building? Let me tell you a few words about this building. So we have 148 rooms, 6 types of rooms. Then they are located on 7 floors. Where we have also corridors, and we have also the ground floor where we have restaurant, lobby, bar, and so on. And also we have 3 underground floors, which are mainly responsible for the technical part of the building. And also there is a garage. What is the scale also of our components which we use? So we base our solution on PLM, so Profile Line Modular Switch, which is industrial one with extension module. Also, we wanted to go with wireless technology to keep it quite simple and less wires on the walls. So we use the Enocean technology. Also, for the lighting solution, we use our product like smart lighting controllers. 10 of them are installed in each room. So times 148 rooms, you can see the scale. Also, for the typical signals like digital and analog, we used our I/O controller as a product which is combining all the signal directly to our system, and then we can control and monitor the most important parts of the room. Then also we use some presence detection sensors. We use our Smart Sensor Generation 2, which can provide us not only the presence, but also brightness, also the humidity, also the temperature. So this is a multi-functional sensor which can give you a lot of information and which can be used then in a logic. So what was the purpose for us? Maybe to give it how it should look like. So in the middle we have our Smart Director app or Smart Engine mainly. So our PLM, which is our brain of the system. On the left side, you have the part of which is a code, which was programmed by our development team. Also, we have the possibility to use a tablet in these rooms to operate on several functions like lighting, like blinds, like control of another part of the functions in the room. So it's quite interesting. And on the right side, we have here our hardware, so smart lighting controller, which is combined with LED panels or LED stripes, and also we have the smart I/O controller, which is used mainly to monitor, for example, door signal, window signal, also to control the actuators for the valves. So a lot of things were combined directly and connected to this device. So this is a list of functions which we have in our room. And once again, I can give you also a nice example that we are using here an Ocean technology, an Ocean standard in each room, which is wireless standard, certificated one, which is connecting our wall switches and actuators also to our system directly. So that was a task for the room automation. Now this is a small list of and general list of the functions which I will want to present you in a few minutes in our Smart Building Manager. So the task was to show all the monitored and control functions from the rooms. This is the most important part. Then we had also the task to keep the climate or thermal control and lighting in all the areas. So also that was the main goal, to have this in one system and to provide the functionality for the end user to be able to control the whole building from one subsystem. We have also the monitoring of all electrical installations, I mean the cabinets, some meters and so on. We have integration of the technology of the building, so also air handling units, ventilation, heating system, cooling system, and so on and so on. So to be honest, the completely building which has some kind of subsystem or small parts which can be monitored and can be connected to our system, this is connected. So a small overview what we had in the room. So this is the mock-up room, so the test room we can say, and you can see here one of our cabinets, the main one, which has our PLM, power supplies, and some kind of fuses. And also on the left side, which is here, we have our second cabinet, which is connected directly to that one, and has this SLCs and I/O controller. Okay. So that was a small introduction because the time is running, so I would like to use it really smoothly. So up to now, I'm directly logged in our system. So this is an overview of the whole set of the rooms in the hotel. So as you can see, we have 7 floors, as I said before. 6 of them are quite similar. So we have 24 rooms per floor. And the 7th floor is a little bit different, so we have only 4 rooms there. And maybe I can give you an example to go in one of the rooms and show you the data which is coming from the system. So this is an overview of our plan of the room. Then we have some kind of icons which are giving us a feedback, what is going on. So for example, we can open the legend and see that the door is closed, or window is closed, or door is open, and these icons can provide directly to the information to the technical manager what is going on in this room and what kind of the temperature or conditions we have in that room. So we also prepared some pre-tables here. First one is located here with the data from the PMS system. So this is a FIAS Fidelio system, which is giving us information about the guest. So we have information that the guest is checked in, who is there. Also, we have the information from the card holder, that the card is inserted, and some kind of dates, which are maybe useful for some people. The most important part here is the climate control, the climate information, which can give us the parameters. If we have a cooling or heating activated, what is the status of the room? So we have here a comfort mode because the guest is inside of the room. We have also the information that what is a default set point of the room, ±3, we can have it. So the guest has 0, so we have a default one. And also we can control some parameters from here. So you can see here not only a monitoring function, but also from here we can change directly for that room, for example, the default set point or the set point for the heating temperature, heating mat in the bathroom, or activate something manually. And what is a big additional value here, that you can set this directly in that room, and also you can set to all the rooms. So it's also possible to press one button, accept some conditions, and you can control directly from one button several of the rooms. We have here also some kind of possibility to check what was the temperature and what was the condition directly in that room. So we can see what was the temperature curve, for example, during last day. Also, we can get information if a window was closed. We didn't have any alarms, for example, from the system. So also, this is something which can give you more visual form about the data which is coming from the system. So you can also change the period of the data. For example, from the last week, we can generate this chart directly for that room. I hope VPN connection will be quite good, so we can see the scale and so on. It's now much bigger, so we can observe the wider period of observation. So next point maybe. We have also some parts which are technical. So you can see we have some alarms which are monitored directly from the room. So main supply and circuit alarm can give you some information about electrical part of the room. Also, we have for the control function, we have the implementation of the tablet. So not only Notion buttons are implemented, but also the guest has some kind of interface which is used on the Android tablet, Samsung Galaxy tab, which is giving the possibility to control lighting, blinds, television, room service, and so on and so on. So many functions are built in directly in this tablet app. So this is about the room. Also, as you can see, we have some log files, so we can get the information what happened in the room. So maybe it's also quite important for someone who will find the bug, for example. Sorry if this is in Polish, because the system is in Polish, but only to give you some small information. We have monitoring here the door state, window state, and so on, and also the state if someone is checked in or checked out of the room, or there will be some kind of a problems with the lighting and so on. So we can see all the data is collected here also with the timestamp. So then it's possible to know what happened directly in the room and what could be the reason of this problem. Yeah. So this is about the rooms. Generally, also we can get more information about the rooms from here. We can have a general view and technical view, which can give us the information about the temperature, about the state of the room, if we have a cooling activated, or if we have heating activated, orange status. Also, we have some kind of temperatures which are coming from the temperature sensors mounted on the pipes, which can give us more feedback about the heating and cooling provided to that room. So it's also useful for the engineer who will check some kind of installation directly from that system. Yeah? Also, what is really nice, you can filter some kind of data. If you are searching, for example, for the room 512, then we can put this, and only we can get on the list directly that room with his status, and also with his icons or symbols, which are informing about the general state of the room. Also, what we wanted to implement and show it for the user, we have this housekeeping system. So you can see we have do not disturb and make up the room. So it's really useful for hospitality that you can directly from the tablet app inform that you want to have a clean room, or you want to sleep longer, for example, that no one will disturb you in the room. Yeah. So this is about the rooms. Also, maybe I can give you a small introduction that we have a bigger room. It's a big apartment which has two rooms. One is a salon, and another is a bedroom. Also, a big bathroom here, and we are controlling here also the lighting, the blinds. We are controlling here also the temperature. There are some kind of fan coils. We have also the heated floor. In this room, so many things, as you can see, are controlled directly from us, directly in this system. And also we can go from here with bedrooms part, and also with the salon. So these two rooms have different climate zones, so you can observe what was the history and what was the part of that room. Okay, so I would like to give you now. So now I would like to give you some information about the technology which is directly in the building. So that was about the rooms, which are automated with our solution, with our hardware, and with our software. And now we will go to the technology of a building. So we prepared here some kind of categories which can give you the impression what is going on, what is the status of the building. So here we have HVAC installation, which is providing us information about the fan coils, about the air handling units, about air condition, for example. So as you can see, it's a general overview of the plans from the hotel floors. And we can have here the status if something is fine or okay, or there is some kind of alarm with some device. Also, we have these electrical installations, which are giving us a feedback about the cabinets, which are responsible for the building and responsible for the rooms. We have some kind of fire installation, which is monitored also from us, and the most important things. Also, we have a lighting installation, which is in a common area, so the corridors, ground floor, and so on. And if something is wrong, you can see directly we have a list of the alarms, which can give the feedback and the log to the engineer who should take care about this. Okay, so going through the details, so I can give you feedback. But here we have in the hotel directly we have DALI 2 standard lighting installation. So as you can see, we have some lamps located in the corridor area, and we can select some of them and see, okay, this is address 15, the current value is 20, and they are running in auto mode. And directly from here, you can change the value. So we can force the value to change it, for example, to 100%, 80, or so on. We have some steps like 20% more or less. And this is a possibility for the user to change some conditions manually or keep it in auto mode, like we discussed before. So typical 6th floor are really identical to each other. So we have here some brightness information. We have some presence detection, which will activate the corridor area, and so on and so on. So this is about the lighting. Also, nice thing is 7th floor, which I said before is a little bit different. So we have here the area which has 4 rooms. 2 of them are quite big, so these are big apartments, and 2 of them are quite small, like standard ones. And here we have the part of the building which is named for the conference area and also the cafe bar area. So here we have some luminaries which are grouped, and they can be controlled directly also with our system. We can get the information what is the current value. If there is some kind of alarm, then we can show it directly on the alarm list. So it's quite important to have this data and then to use it for the maintenance in an easy way. Also, what we have here, which can give you some impression about typical function of BMS systems, we have here some kind of schedulers. So conference rooms and cafe bar have the possibility to define the schedule, which will start, for example, now and will finish in 1 hour. And then we can select, for example, which light scene we would like to have some scenes which are defined for the meeting or for the presentation or something else. So from here, we can configure our calendar functions to activate automatically the set of parameters which should be directly in that room. Next thing which I would like to show you are also electrical meters, which are coming from all our rooms. So we can get the information about the power consumption directly from the room. This is about the room 110 from the last day. And we had the information what happened during the last day in that room with electrical, from electrical point of view. These are the meters. As you can see, all the rooms are equipped with parameters which are coming from this electrical meters. Then we have something which is quite nice, and I like it to show. It's electrical installations and electrical cabinets located in this building. So we can see the floors and also the view of the cabinets. And if we want to go to the details, we have some kind of description here. And if everything is fine, it's green. If we have a reserve, so the fuse is not in use, we have a blue symbol. And if something is wrong, we have a red one. But in this cabinet, everything looks fine, so we have no alarm and nothing is really bad in this area. So this is an overview about the cabinets. Or you can see here, for example, on the 6th floor, we have a problem with elevation lights. So then some kind of person who is responsible for the service should take care about this, because then the external lights will not work correctly. So this is about the, I hope, oh, sorry, I was locked out of the system. So we are coming back. Also, up to now, I would like to show you something about the HVAC part. So ventilation, maybe. We have here 5 air handling units located on the 2 floors, one on the roof. We have some air handling units and also on the ground floor -2. So we can go directly to the details and see what is going on directly in this air handling unit. We have an outdoor temperature, we have some kind of pressure information, some heating exchanger, and so on and so on. So many things are here monitored and controlled directly. And also we can set some parameters from here. So you can see there is a possibility to control, to reset an alarm, to change the set point, to change the parameters for the low speed or high speed, and so on. So it's also possible. And also because the controller which we are monitoring here, it has his own web server. So from here we can log in to the native controller directly from the Svegon. And from here we can also, one moment, we can get the information about the same parameters, but this is only in different visual form, because this is a native controller which is used for this air handling unit. So next point, we have also the possibility to monitor and control the fans which are located on different floors. So as you can see, all of them are active up to now, and we see that we have them all in auto mode. Also, the PLC output is on, so we have information that everything is correct. But also from here, we can change the value to set it to off or set it to on over BMS, over SBM. So it's really useful if you want to make some kind of service or you want to stop some kind of a unit. It's also possible by pressing one button to activate or deactivate this device. what is really nice, we have also here the heating node monitor. So it's quite simple. We have 3 different technologies: central heating, technology heat, and also domestic warm water. So as you can see, we have some information about the temperatures, about the pumps, about actuators, and so on, which are provided by the controller of the heating system and over Modbus TCP/IP, because I didn't say it before. So Modbus TCP/IP is a protocol which we are using here to integrate the data points from third-party systems to our system. Also, we have here the cooling system. So also we can provide the information about the valves. We can provide the information about the pumps, about the status, about some kind of alarms, which can also be visible, about the temperatures, and also information about the chiller. What are the parameters up to now? What are the temperatures? What are the set points directly? And also some of the devices which have web server, we can provide the native web server overview directly for the system. So what is really nice what was implemented here is a fire protection system, but you know that fire protection system is a security system, so we cannot control the functions of fire system directly over BMS. But we have a monitoring because we have a Modbus implementation here, and the fire system has an interface which can give us a status of the fire protection smoke detectors also, and we have here some kind of information if everything is fine, or there is some kind of alarm, fire alarm, or there is some kind of tests or some other things which are possible from the fire protection system. This can be provided directly here to you. And also we have nice function here. We have some possibility to see the status of the elevator. So the lifts are also monitored here. So what is the state of the elevator? As you can see, the elevators were moved here. These are the main ones for the guests. So if they are going up or down and so on, so we can also observe the status of elevator directly in the system, and also to get the information directly from them. One point which we discussed before, where we have some schedules which are mostly used for the lighting, so we can decide which light zone we want to control, and then go with this with some different schedulers, for example, here. And also what is the most important point for us is events and alarms part. So directly we can get the information what is going on in the rooms or in the whole building. So the alarms which are coming from which date, what is a feedback, what's going on. For example, that in these rooms we have some kind of dew points alarms which are coming from, and also this alarm, the last one, is from the cabinet. So you can see system provides you all the needed information. Here are the negative information that someone has to take care about the alarms and try to fix it. And also we have some events which are positive, so that's coming from the system. So some kind of positive warnings, errors, and so on and so on. I would like to make it quite short to give you the most important information about SBM and about this project which we have here. So if you have any questions about the possibilities, feel free up to now to ask or write in the chat. What is your opinion? What is your requirement for the next projects? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Artur, for this very impressive presentation of smart building management system from Microsense. I can see that we have received some questions during the presentation from Jaren Ackerman. First of all is whether you can measure the power on PoE I assume that you can do that, so the technician can know exactly how much power is used on each device that you put into the system. But
yeah,
you can explain that.
Okay, because the plan for this presentation was quite fast and to not go to all the details. But okay, let's say a few words about this. Our smart lighting controllers are connected to our PLM over PoE, and we have 10 of them connected into each room. And we have also the power consumption, not only about the sockets, so 230 volts, but also we have information about the lighting. So PoE is also measured, and we have the whole information about power consumption from the PoE. Yes.
Perfect. Another question is whether you can introduce other software systems through APIs into to this management system.
Okay, so maybe the answer should be we have two options here. Our SBM system is mainly connected with our hardware and software with MQTT. So IoT standard of the communications, like MQTT protocol, is implemented, and if we have on the another side the possibility to communicate over MQTT, it will be very nice. But also we are open to another standard like Modbus TCP/IP. So this is the exchange of the data sets from different devices, and also API, which we can go. It's REST API or JSON technology, which is used here with tablet implementation, which is communicating. We are exchanging in both directions the data points, which are used for the room automation. So, for example, that's our usage here in this project with API.
Thank you very much. I think that was the answers for the questions coming into the chat. So Arthur, thank you very much for this presentation.
Thank you very much also for organization.
And thank you for the participants to participate in this presentation. Please contact us if you want a more detailed presentation with more coming into your solutions that you are planning. So then just give us a call. Thank you very much for this morning's presentation. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.